peace. I have a perspective. And it's like in relationships, which there's many kinds of relationships, but do you ever realize like when you first meet someone, and if you have like, you can say an attraction doesn't have to necessarily be physical. It could be energetic if you're like aware of your energy. But you have good conversations because that initial thing, interaction, do you realize that maybe sometimes you feel so excited to have this connection with somebody is because the excitement really stems from the fact that you're being your true self, and it's like not like a high, but it feels so great, but it can be confused and turned into lust or a moment that you meet somebody because somewhere it's twisted, like our connection and our attraction to people turned into a like more lustful and sexual thing instead of like, yes, I have this connection and it feels so great, because it does feel great. But do you realize maybe sometimes it's because you're actually connecting to your true self, and that makes it so much greater? Like when you're finding a connection with a person, friend, like whatever way you want to look at it. But also, do you realize that it's momentarily, and are you going to get lost in this connection because it felt so great and you think it's really the connection with that person, but it's really the fact that that person is letting you be your true self, or you're being your true self. Now, after time goes on, I mean, that's really up to you to keep your essence and not lose yourself. But I don't know. Do you ever get that? Like, it's so cool to meet someone. And I think sometimes we hold on to those people so tightly because it's just a moment that it was so great. And then it's like you almost think you know this person so well because you had such a great connection and moment. But in all reality, you were just yourself. And it was really that empowering instead of this codependency or this need of validation or to be seen, which that's kind of a contradiction because you get to be seen as your true self, which gives you that like really good connection feeling, but you're misinterpreting it as lust or, assuming like it's going to be a great friendship or whatever. And it's not to be negative, you always have an open mind, but like, do you recognize sometimes that great feeling of a connection kind of can be rooted in the fact that that initial connection is you're just being your true self. There's no fear, there's no worry. You're just like putting yourself out there, and it's great. And it's great, I don't know if you get me.